relief at the pump. You're not alone.
Yeah, since the end of February, AAA says the statewide average for a gallon of unleaded in Colorado's actually dropped a dime a gallon. That's tied for the biggest drop in the nation.
However, Coloradans are paying some of the highest rates in the nation. AAA data shows Colorado has the 5th highest average gas price in the U.S. Our state trails California, Hawaii, Nevada, and Washington. They all pay over $4 a gallon for a gallon of gas. Each of the most expensive states pay well above the national average of $3.40 a gallon.
And meantime, the only oil and gas refinery here in Colorado planning to reopen by the end of this month. We're told you in January, the Suncor Refinery in Commerce City provides 35 to 40% of all the gas and diesel here in Colorado.
So the question now, is more relief on the way for gas prices in Colorado? News 5's Ashley Portillo joining us live with those answers. Ashley.
Well, Diane and Rob, first and foremost, you can see here at this gas pump, the customer that was here earlier today paid $80 for his gas. Now, as I was speaking to experts earlier today, they also told me these prices right here expected to decrease 20 to 40 cents in the upcoming weeks ahead. Now, those who drive part-time and those who also drive for a living are telling me they are relieved of this news.
It's definitely been difficult. You definitely see it when you fill up, especially since for us drivers, we typically fill up once a day.
Ryan Brakey is a part-time Uber and Lyft driver. He says gas prices have impacted all drivers, but especially those who drive for a living.
They're definitely feeling the extra pinch at the gas station, and I know personally a lot of full-time drivers that have just stopped.
But some relief is on the way. On Friday, Suncor Refinery announced its plans to restart 2 of its plants.
We're well served by that refinery, and it's one reason why Colorado gas prices tend to be lower than the national average. So in the long term, the outlook is probably pretty good.
Skylar McKinley with AAA says the refinery going back online will help stabilize gas prices.
They won't necessarily drive them down with the same force that they were driven upward by the shutdown, and that's because there are domestic and global pressures that will be bringing the price upward.
Factors to take into consideration this time of year are increased demand for travel, which increases prices, and switching over to summer blend gas, which is usually more expensive. But overall, Coloradans can have some relief, knowing prices won't skyrocket again.
In 2023, when it comes to gas prices, that means it probably won't be the historically expensive year that 2022 was, but it will still be abnormally expensive.
McKinley also said when the refinery is operating at full capacity, expect Colorado gas prices to drop down to slightly below the national average. For drivers like Brakey, it'll also make a big difference.
The relief will definitely be great for drivers, Uber and Lyft and delivery drivers and everybody in general.
And the spokesperson from AAA also tells me that we will not see gas prices similar to before the shutdown until fall of this year at the earliest. For now, reporting live in Colorado Springs, I'm Ashley Portillo, News 5.
Ashley, thank you. Digging a little deeper for you tonight. More goes into the expected savings with the reopening of the Suncor Refinery because 4 primary factors impact what we pay for a gallon of gas. It's made up of crude oil, refining, distribution, and taxes. That, according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, as of January, they say the price of crude oil makes up over half of what we pay for at the pump. Refining makes up the second largest portion of your bill, accounting for about 20%. That means we'll see some decrease in price with the reopening of Suncor, as Ashley mentioned, but the primary factor impacting our gas price, the cost of crude oil. The American Petroleum Institute says other factors go into pricing, including local competition and contracts with suppliers.